Who's ready to become a Google certified trainer? So, I will tell you that one of the very best decisions I ever made for my career and for my own professional learning was when I decided to become a Google certified trainer. Now, it's not an easy process. It is something that I worked very hard at accomplishing. And I want to help more educators reach their goals of becoming Google certified. So I have developed this infographic and blog post and video, which is called 6 Steps to Google Certified Trainer. So I'm going to break down everything you need to do in order to become a Google certified trainer. Just in case we haven't met, my name is Kasey Bell. I'm a digital learning consultant and a blogger at shakeuplearning.com, where I also share tons of Google related content, especially Google certification resources. And you can find more by going to getgooglecertified.com. And if you're interested in trainer, click on that trainer button and you're going to get access to even more resources. Now, I do spend a lot of time sharing Google resources on the blog and on my podcast, the Google Teacher Tribe. But you can see there I have 4 Google certifications. I am a Google Certified Educator Level 1 and 2, a Google Certified Trainer, and a Google Certified Innovator. And trying to keep up with those is hard enough, but I try my best to not only keep up with those, but to stay on top of it so that I can help other educators reach their goals as well. So, are you ready to take your career to the next level? That's what becoming a Google certified trainer can do for you. It's what it did for me. So, what this can offer is recognition for your expertise and your training experience. You can join an elite group of Google certified trainers across the globe, gain access to special resources and learning materials, as well as visibility in the Google for Education trainer directory. That means when someone is looking for a trainer, they can find you. And that means you have the potential to bring in additional income if you want to. The invitation to present at special events. So there's a special list that Google will contact of certified trainers when they are looking for volunteers, when they're looking for teachers, when they are looking for presenters at very special events. And of course, I did mention this will enable you to make additional income if that's the route you want to go. And it can open up a completely new career path. So there's a lot of power behind becoming a certified trainer, not just getting the badge, but actually transforming what you are doing in education and your career. So I have delivered Google boot camps so many times now, face-to-face, and I don't really like teaching it face-to-face, and there's a lot of issues that come into play. One, it's time out of the classroom. So if you're a classroom teacher, it can be difficult. Get a sub. You've got to, of course, leave your students. Sometimes you have a lack of administrator support, and they just frankly won't even let you go, let alone pay for it. It can be completely overwhelming. And I will say this especially about the trainer course, because there is a lot of content when you take into the fact that it's a very in-depth application process. Not everyone makes the cut, so it can be a very stressful process. It can also be too much too fast. So a lot of times when people attend a face-to-face training, they don't retain it all. It's not at their pace, and it can be difficult to retain that much information and keep going. And so oftentimes I meet people who will attend face-to-face trainings, but they end up going back and paying again because they just couldn't absorb it all. So I want to introduce you to my online course. BecomeAGoogleTrainer.com will direct you to information about this online course from Shake Up Learning. This is anytime, anywhere learning and access to the course. You move at your own pace. So if you need to go slower, go slower. If you want to speed the video up and go faster because you already know that, or you want to skip ahead, you have control to do that. I can't tell you how many times I myself have attended a training where the presenter was showing me something that I already knew and I was ready for the next step. Well, it's pretty frustrating in a whole group setting having to sit through things that you already know. So, this is a way that you get exactly what you need when you need it. You can connect and learn in a community. This course has its very own exclusive Google Plus community where you can connect and learn with people who have already been through the course, already been certified, and those who are still in the same process with you. And, ask your questions. And guess what? I'm also in that community. So we can connect and learn together. You can gain advice from experienced trainers right at your fingertips. And you've got your very own guide through the exam and application process. So I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know. And of course, I'm going to give you tips, tricks, tutorials, and much, much more. So why listen to me? Well, as I mentioned, I am a Google for Education certified trainer, a Google for Education certified innovator. I was also a course developer for the Google Certified Educator program. I have written some of the content that's in the training center. I'm a Google Education group leader, and I have over 10 years of experience of delivering professional development to educators. I've been a featured presenter for Google at international conferences. They have actually asked me to present. I'm also an author, a keynote speaker, and a featured presenter at events not only across the US, but internationally. And I have facilitated Google certified boot camps and helped hundreds become Google certified, if not thousands, because there are so many resources that I have provided that have helped people reach their goals through my courses and just through the blog. I know the process, I know exactly what it takes, and I can help you get there. So let's talk about the 6 steps to Google Certified Trainer. So I've broken this down. There is an infographic, and I'm going to go through all 6 steps right here. So step 1 is the trainer course. Now, I will tell you, although these steps are numbered, there is a little bit of flexibility in the order that you go. These are just the things that you must check off before you submit your application. So I'll help explain as we go. I know that sounds a little muddy, but that has to do with the way the program is designed. So the trainer course is in the Google for Education Training Center. They have developed this program that's in there. So you can take that, or you can take my online course. And essentially, the course provides instruction on creating and delivering inspiring and effective training plans and helping educators use transformative Google technologies. So it's going to help you bolster your training skills, your leadership, and your relationship skills to make you an effective trainer. So if you want to see more about the course, you can go to that bit.ly link you see on the screen. So you go through the content, you go through the course. Then you take what's called the Trainer Skills Assessment, or the TSA, and you pass this assessment. You need to pass it. This exam tests your understanding of that information from the training course and familiarity with Google for Education. This exam is 25 multiple choice and matching questions. That's it. You have 90 minutes to complete, and the fee is $15. And honestly, if you have taken level 1 and level 2, this exam is not near as stressful. It's just completely different content. It's about being a good trainer, not about the how-to ins and outs of G Suite for Education. So the assessment here, as I said, the new Trainer Skills Assessment focuses more on good training skills and understanding Google Apps for Education and less on the nitty-gritty how-to that we had a few years ago in the other types of exams. And the content that you see on level 1 and level 2 is also very different. So the cost of this assessment is $15. You purchase this from Google. It is timed, 25 questions in 90 minutes. You must pass with an 80 or above. If you don't pass an exam, you can take it again after 14 days. If you don't pass a second time, you have to wait 60 days before you can take it a third time. And if you don't pass the third time, you have to wait a year. And yes, you have to pay each time you take the exam. So you want to be ready. You want to pass it the first time around. So once you pass the exam, you get the Trainer Skills Assessment Certificate. Okay, so this TSA certificate, like you see in the picture on the screen. And so this itself is not a certification. This is proof that you have passed the assessment. Okay, this basically says you qualify to apply. This is meeting one of the many requirements of your application. So this certificate you will have to submit with your application. Okay, let's move on to step 3, and this is where things get a little muddy. To become a Google Certified Trainer, you have to have Google Certified Educator Level 1 and Level 2. And so I say this very carefully. You don't have to take these in any specific order. You just have to have them all before you submit your application. So don't feel like you have to go 1, 2 trainer. Now that makes sense, but a lot of people may have already taken level 2 because you can skip to level 2 and you need to go back and take level 1, or maybe you even want to take trainer first. So I know that's as clear as mud, but I just want to iterate that. Of course, go in what order works for you, but you need level 1 and level 2. So step 3 is to take the Google Certified Educator Level 1 exam that will assess your ability to successfully integrate Google tools into your teaching practice to enhance teaching and learning. It's a $10 exam, and it is a timed exam, and it's actually much more lengthy than the trainer skills assessment. And then level 2 is your next exam. So it is going to also cover a wider range of Google for Education tools in the classroom. It is timed as well. It's $25. Now, if you are new to level 1 and level 2, I also have some additional resources to support those. So don't feel left out, but that's just not the focus of today's video. So you want to check those boxes. You're going to have those. And then you're going to work on some things that are required for your application. And that is step 5, film a trainer video. So you're going to distinguish yourself by submitting a 3-minute video introducing who you are as a trainer. They estimate that 1 to 3 hours of prep time. That totally depends on your own work. In the first minute, you're going to explain why you wish to become a trainer and what makes you unique and googly. In the final 2 minutes, you're going to teach the audience how one feature of Google's productivity suite can be innovatively applied in a classroom or school setting. Screencasts are preferred. So you're essentially going to put yourself on camera in the first minute, show your passion, show that you love Google, and in the next 2 minutes you're going to teach something via screencast. So go advanced, teach something that is an advanced skill. Don't teach something really simplistic. Step 6 is actually filling out that application and clicking submit. So you're going to have all of those other little things, all of your certificates, the trainer skills assessment, level 1, level 2, your video, and then you need to answer all these questions. So you can find out more with that bit.ly link. Now let's talk about the application process itself, because that really needs to be broken down. It is a huge step in the process. So after you've passed the trainer exam, you got the TSA certificate, and you become a Google Certified Educator Level 1 and Level 2, then you can start working on the application. References and resumes are no longer required, and applications must be accepted and approved by Google in order to receive the certification. So just because you apply and you feel like you check off all the boxes doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be approved. But that's the official process. I am not the person who approves any applications. So one thing that is required in the application is called your training strategy. And this is a case study. It's a series of short answer questions that are built into the application. And this is where you will share your own personal strategies that you use in training and your experience level. And then you're going to apply. And guess what? There are no longer any application windows. So we used to have to worry about due dates for clicking apply and waiting for it to open. You can actually apply at any point you want to throughout the year. Okay. And if you happen to get an email that says you only have so many days left, that's to get into the next evaluation window. Don't let that worry you or hold you back. Okay. Ignore that. You can click apply anytime. Admissions decisions are rendered on a rolling basis, and that's what I mean. So if you happen to see a little notification that says, only 10 days left, that's to get into that next roll of evaluations. And when they make those decisions, if you're not ready, you can wait for the next one. It doesn't matter when you click apply, you can click apply anytime. Certified trainer candidates should expect to receive notifications 4 to 6 weeks from the date of submission. Okay, that waiting period is terrible. It's hard, but it's just part of the process. So you may be asking, okay, that's a whole lot, Kasey. What's in it for me? So some of the membership benefits are, of course, your badge, your visibility in that Google for Education trainer directory. So when people are looking for trainers, they can find you and contact you and offer you work. Powerful, ready-to-use training and professional growth resources, because once you are part of the certified trainer community, you have access to a shared folder of resources from every certified trainer in the world. We all share. In fact, it's a requirement to share. You will also have the ability to create your own Google Apps for Education demo domain. So that means you can have your own G Suite for Education domain, essentially what that means, and use it for training purposes. So you don't have to use your own account and share your own stuff or your school stuff or things like that. You get a membership into an exclusive community of trainers. They have a Google group that will be sharing and posting on a daily basis. So you will have access to that. And you also will have the ability to get an exclusive look at new Google product launches. So you will sign a non-disclosure agreement, and Google may ask for your input, or they may share some information with you early before the rest of the world even knows it's coming. So what happens if you aren't accepted? So yes, it can happen. You can check all of the boxes and feel like you did a really good job, but you may not be accepted. Well, first of all, you can apply again during any of the subsequent review cycles. There is no waiting period. Common reasons for applications not being accepted. So these are the most common. Now, I will tell you, they don't tell you exactly why you weren't accepted. That really is one of the most difficult things when you get that non-acceptance notification. But one of the big reasons is your documents and videos that you submitted through your application were not shared publicly. So you have to make sure that you have checked, to make sure that anything they have asked for, they will ask for access to see your training materials and examples, and that video that has to be posted on YouTube. Well, if you forgot to make that video available at least to anyone with the link, they can't open it, and they're not going to stop to ask you for that. They're just not going to approve your application. Applicant does not have enough previous training experience. So they're looking for applicants who already have a diverse history of delivering Google training. So one thing I sort of misunderstood when I first started this process was I thought I needed that badge in order to get all the experience. And that's really not how it works. They want proof that you are already an experienced trainer. This is not for newbies. This is for people who are out there and have been out there sharing and training on G Suite for a while. In order to maintain your certification, you have to conduct and report at least 12 training sessions per year. Yes, those can be the ones within your school. Yes, those can be one-on-one coaching sessions. And when you submit your application, it should also show proof that you can meet this guideline of hitting 12 per year. So if you don't have a lot under your belt, this is when you start reaching out and trying to find more opportunities to present at conferences or other local events around your area. You also are, like I said, required to share ideas and resources with the community, and a annual product update assessment goes out at the end of the year where they just sort of quiz you on what updates have happened to G Suite over the last year and make sure that you're still interested in maintaining your certification. And so they will approve you to be certified for the next time period. So it's not something that you are certified and forget about it. No, you have to keep learning, you have to keep creating, and you have to keep contributing. Well, you might want some help, right? Anybody feeling like, I don't know what to do? Okay, don't worry. I got you. I have this. I can help you become a Google certified trainer if this is your goal. And the first place I want to send you is becomeagoogletrainer.com. So this will take you to my course page where you'll probably see this video again, but you'll also see some of the highlights of the course, all of the things that I'm going to cover, all of the resources, the downloads that I'm going to give you to help you become a Google certified trainer. So the objectives of my course are to discover ways to use G Suite for teaching, learning, and professional collaboration, best practices for training adult learners, what you need to know that's not in Google's trainer course. So if you go to the training center and you work through Google's content, I'll tell you there's some missing pieces that I have noticed show up on the exam that are not in the training content. But I have created an entire module to help make sure you know those answers. We'll also review the exam content. I have lesson checks and downloads to help you see what those questions may look like. I'm going to help you prepare for the entire application process. And I also want you to note that the course does not actually include level 1 and level 2. Those courses are available separately. And if you're interested in 1 and 2, go to googlecertifiededucator.com. Now, you may be asking yourself, can't I just learn this on my own? Do I really need you and need this course? Yeah, you can totally do this on your own, and many people have. And that's absolutely great. If the training center offers enough for you to get through this process, that is awesome. You do not have to attend any type of face-to-face boot camp or take an online course to pursue certification. That is not a requirement. Okay, you can learn the content in any way that you want. My course, this course, is designed to save you time, answer questions, and give you a clear path to your goals, because some people just need that extra guidance, and that's what this course is for. Is this course for everyone? No. Nope. This course is not for everyone. To be clear, this course is designed for those that are already trainers or looking to move in that direction. So even if you don't quite meet all the requirements, but this is the career path you want to take, this course can still help you. However, this course is not for beginners. So, you may be sort of on the outskirts and just learning about Google and thinking, oh yeah, I want to be a trainer. Work your way up. This is a high level certification. It's not for everyone. I don't want to pretend that it's for everyone just to get you to buy my course. I want to make sure that you are in it for the right reasons. This course is for those that already have a good foundation of skills with Google Apps, with G Suite. You have a good foundation of skills for those. Okay, are you ready for more? I've got more coming. So stay tuned for video 2 and 3, where I'm going to walk you through the trainer application. I just barely scratched the surface of the application in this video just to give you an overview, but we're going to go in depth in video 2. I'm also going to cover some frequently asked questions and give you more information about the online course. So in the meantime, visit becomeagoogletrainer.com. There's a free download there to get my ebook on how to become a Google certified trainer and access to additional free resources just to help you. So I hope this video was useful, and stay tuned for more.